Dixie here, exercise physiologist. Today I want to discuss what they call concurrent training, and this everyone can benefit from if they take it to heart. So basically what that means is concurrent training, how to incorporate effectively your cardiovascular exercise with your strength training within a week's time over the long run. So how to do that most effectively so that you meet your goals. And mainly we need to figure out what your goals are. So you might have a goal of bench pressing more, squatting more, deadlifting more. You might have a goal of running a faster mile or running a marathon or something more endurance related. So figure out what your maybe 1 and 2 top fitness goals are. And then from there, that's where I can help you more with your programming. So if you're not exactly sure how to do that most effectively, concurrent training is basically, in a nutshell, how to split up your cardio and your strength workouts so that they don't interfere with each other, because there's something that's called the interference effect, and there's a lot of different ways we can explain that. But you can talk about protein synthesis within your body. You will not be able to do that most effectively if you're not giving your body a rest and doing alternate days of strength and cardio. I'm extremely type A myself, and I think that's also what makes me a good trainer to help other people. So I try to incorporate that with their regimens as much as I can. Now, if you're someone that doesn't really have a specific goal, maybe it's just general fitness or maintenance, that is fine, but it's still highly recommended to do concurrent training so that you do not stress your body out to the max or overtrain, which typically people are going to do that at some point in their life. I will say that women are the epitome of doing muscle endurance workouts to the extreme, and men are the epitome of doing muscle strength training to an extreme, and they don't really know how to incorporate the other half of it. So basically, and I'm a woman, I know exactly how this goes because I train a lot of them. Women do not know how to rest effectively, and they just want to do tons of reps at a moderately light weight, and they just want to keep doing that. Men, on the other hand, they want to lift as heavy as possible, generally speaking, and they don't care to do any form of cardio whatsoever. So men, women, young, old, whatever your fitness goals are, we need to kind of find a good balance. And that's what concurrent training is going to force us to do. Plus, you're going to be able to make your progress a lot easier. So some of the things I want you to think about, kind of what I mentioned, is figure out exactly what your fitness goals are. And then we need to figure out how to properly program that into your schedule, into how many days you're going to come into the gym and whatnot. As far as cardio exercise, there's different factors to take into account with that. So if your ultimate goal is strength and that's all you care about, I would highly recommend still doing some form of cardio on your opposite days. So they say that even 2 to 3 times a week doing cardio, roughly 20 to 30 minutes at a time, is not going to hurt any strength progress that you make. So that is a good thing, just to keep that in mind. But as far as cardio specifically, figure out the type of cardio that you want to do. Make sure it doesn't contradict. If you're trying to do a heavy leg workout, I would probably focus on more cardio based with, say, a battle rope with your upper body, or rowing or swimming would be another example to use your upper body. And then on the flip side, if you're doing more of say a bench press day, a pulling day, a lot of upper body stuff, I could do something more geared towards my lower body for my cardio if I do it in a short amount of time within the same day. Otherwise, I'm still going to split it up on alternate days so that I don't kill my body and I give myself enough recovery time. That's also what we can talk about is catabolic exercise versus anabolic. So a lot of cardio is catabolic, which basically means you're breaking down your muscles in order to sustain the muscle endurance over time. And we just need to be really careful not to do that to the extreme. there's lots of side effects, negative side effects of that. But basically, figure out what type of cardio you're doing, your type of it, the duration, and the frequency, and we can work off of that and still make your strength gains. We live in Iowa, most of us. I like to think of everything is in a season. And so even if we just say we have 2 seasons, you have your warm months or your summer months, I would maybe focus a little bit more on your muscle endurance. So you're still doing high volume at that point. If it's in the winter months, the cold months, you're going to be stuck inside a little bit more often. That is a perfect time to focus on your muscle strength, to focus on really perfecting your form and your technique of everything. So hopefully some of these suggestions will be helpful. If you still have other questions, I can try to answer them at any time. Concurrent training, it's really interesting if you read up a little bit more on that. So I just want to try to encourage everyone not to contradict what they are doing in the gym and still being able to make progress. So, all right, have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions.